He left you like you were nothing. No explanation, no apology, just silence. And a door that closed a little too easily. But what he doesn't know, what he never sees, is that karma. She's always watching. And she never forgets a good woman. Let's start with the truth. There's no pain like being left behind when you loved with your whole heart. You gave him your loyalty, your time, your body, your dreams. And he walked away like you were disposable. Like the memories meant nothing. Like the love you gave was just background noise. He didn't just leave, he erased you. But you stayed quiet. You cried in the dark. You replayed conversations. You looked for the moment it all started to shift. You asked yourself 100 times, what did I do wrong? And he moved on, laughing, dating, posting pictures, acting like he was the victim, or worse, like you never even existed. But this is where karma begins her work. People think karma is instant, that it's a dramatic fall, a public humiliation, a lost job, a broken relationship. Sometimes it is, but more often, karma is quiet. It shows up in sleepless nights, in the realization that he pushed away the one person who saw him fully and loved him anyway. It shows up in the loneliness that no new woman can fix, in the shallow relationships that leave him emptier each time. Karma whispers. It reminds him of your laugh when the silence in his room feels too loud. It echoes your support when he's drowning and no one's there to catch him. It brings your name up in conversations where his new partners can't measure up. And most of all, it makes sure he knows what he lost, only when it's too late to get it back. He didn't just leave a woman, he left a good woman, one who would have fought for him, one who prayed for him, one who covered his flaws, supported his dreams, loved him in ways he didn't know he needed. But he couldn't see that, or maybe he did, and that scared him. So he ran, he replaced, he lied to himself, and now he's left with ghosts. Ghosts of what could have been, ghosts of the nights you held him close when the world was too much. Ghosts of the woman who loved him without needing to be convinced. And karma? She doesn't come to hurt him, she comes to teach him. I know what you're thinking. You want to see it. You want proof that he's hurting, that he regrets it, that the universe is doing what it promised. But here's the truth. You don't need front row seats to his downfall. You don't need closure that comes from his misery. Why? Because healing is never about watching someone fall. It's about rising yourself. It's about taking back your power. It's about realizing you were the prize all along. That being left wasn't your rejection. It was your redirection. Something happens when you let go. The weight of his betrayal lifts, the fog of self-doubt clears, and suddenly you start hearing your own voice again. You laugh, genuinely. You breathe, deeply. You look in the mirror and recognize the woman staring back. You're not just surviving, you're thriving. Not because he hurt you, but because you refuse to stay broken. And here's the kicker. That's karma too. Karma isn't just about his pain. It's about your elevation. It's about you walking into rooms you never thought you'd enter. It's about new love that feels like safety, not survival. It's about you glowing so fiercely, he can't even look your way without sunglasses. Because the woman he left behind, she doesn't exist anymore. In her place stands a woman who learned that being discarded was the beginning of her awakening. So if you're still wondering, will he ever feel what I felt? The answer is yes. But by the time he does, you won't care anymore. You'll be too far gone, too healed, too focused on the life you're building, because karma didn't just come for him. She came to remind you of your power. And now that you've remembered who you are, there's no going back. If this spoke to your heart, you're not alone. Like, share, and subscribe for more healing stories. Your pain has a purpose, and your comeback? It's going to be legendary. Thanks for watching.